Oh my God, we're back again. Happy Pop Chat Friday, everyone. Another Friday the 13th. Hope you're having some good luck on this superstitious Friday. And it might be a bit of an emotional Pop Chat for me because this is going to be our last one um, until I'm not really sure when. But we will be back. If you've been joining before, you know that I'm breaking down this office of mine to turn it into a baby's room, which I'm very grateful for, but I'm a bit displaced at the moment. So the next time I join you, I might be doing the stream from my laundry room. We shall see. But as you're joining in, make sure you introduce yourselves and say hello in the chat. What a week it's been, though. What a week in pop culture news. I feel like, we're going to get to her, but Queen Donna Kelce was just everywhere. My curtains look cool. Thank you. I am going to have to swap those out also because this is going to become a little boy's room. I was like, maybe I should just move my daughter in here and keep those pink curtains. But thank you so much. And we've got orange over here for our sponsor, Zapier. So let's get them up in the chat. But yeah, it's going to be interesting moving out of here. And it was a lot easier when Pop Chat was just a Twitter chat because then I can truly run the chat from anywhere, from my kitchen table to in the car. I could be tweeting you. But now that we're a live stream, I need a little bit more production. I need my camera set up. I need this microphone. And I need a monitor. I can't even really do it from my phone. So we will make it work, but Pop Chat will be back again. So go ahead and tell us who you are, where you're joining from, and what you do. If this is your first time, see, Chris knows the drill. Happy Friday, Chris. Is it as rainy in Jacksonville as it is here in Jupiter, Florida? It is a dreary, dreary day over here, but we're making the best of it. Amy is here. Hello. Hi, Amy. If this is your first time joining, a little bit about me. I have been running this chat for 6 years now. And I like to think it just combines everything I love: marketing, pop culture, specifically late 90s, early 2000s pop culture, my love of boy bands. Did your clocks go back? I almost missed. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So wait, so what does that mean? What time is this earlier for you, Kathy Ann? I can't think in time zones right now. Yeah, our clocks went back, and I know you're in Scotland. So hopefully this is more convenient for you and not less. If you almost missed it, I think so. Yeah, from Scotland. I'm so happy you joined us, Kathy Ann, and that you've also found me over here on LinkedIn. We're still streaming on Twitter, by the way. We've got lots of funny tweets and things to show. Amrapali is here, our winner of Zapier merch from last week. No, not last week, but we were messaging about it last week. I know your stuff arrived, so super exciting. So go ahead and introduce yourselves because unlike what my beloved Backstreet Boys say, I do care who you are, where you're from, and what you do. So also, Yukti from Zapier, you may see her in the chat. She is our Zapier co-pilot, you might say, chiming in, and we're going to do another Zapier giveaway. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Rainy there, rainy yesterday, bit sunny, and 70s up here, Florida spring. Yeah, I was just thinking that it's a good time for Pop Chat to go on a little hiatus while I move out of this office. And it's perfect for spring cleaning because I'm going to declutter. I'm thinking about do I keep this little vase? I don't have a space for it right now. Do I have a garage sale? I have to make decisions about every item I own in here. And a lot of it is Backstreet Boys stuff, which I'm definitely keeping. Snowing here yesterday and the day before it was 80 degrees. Yes, my friend lives in Alexandria, Virginia, so close to you. And we were talking about the same thing. Savannah is here. Hello. Oh, Kathy Ann, that means her clocks will go back soon. It is earlier for me at the moment. I just got over the fall time change. Okay, good. So I'm glad hopefully it's not during dinner time where you are. So happy you're joining us. So you guys know the drill right now, by now, that Pop Chat is all about marketing and pop culture. And a great byproduct of that is community and connection, because we all get to know each other beyond just marketing. I get to hear about everything that you love. Noah, I would love for you to fill in for me. So it's funny you bring that up on this slide, because here in this picture with the purple hat, purple Pop Chat hat, I should say, which I do have. I should wear this right now. Dakota Snow, he was the first person to ever join Pop Chat on Twitter. And so he's been with me since day one. He chimes in a lot. We're very good friends. We've met in person. But actually, when it was a Twitter chat, I had a conflict, and he was kind of like my little Pop Chat host for the day. Like, I still scheduled the tweets and stuff, but he was pretty much leading the chat. So not a bad idea. I bet yours would be an absolute blast. And yes, Amrapali is here with her Pop Chat sweatshirt. The story behind that is really funny. And we actually have a callback to Pop Chat Happy Hour in this Pop Chat. You know, I have a merch shop that's been up forever. I don't even know if it still like is connected to my fulfillment shop, which I use Printful and Printify. I so appreciate the support, Amy. I'm going to look into this, because maybe that's a fun way that we can keep Pop Chat going on this hiatus, is get us all in some hats. That's so sweet. I really need to revive the merch shop. I have like this whole list of things I want to do to really clean up the chat during this hiatus. So we're going to come back better than ever, I think. So how it works: be you, have fun, connect with each other, especially after the chat is over. We're all here to make connections and have a good time. And again, special shout out to Zapier. Zapier, our automation tool that makes our lives so much easier, helping all of our tools to talk to each other and help us implement automations that just save us time. There are over 8,000 integrations, and we've shared so many different ideas for Zaps that you can do. Hello. Oh, Monique needs some Pop Chat merch. You guys are so sweet. Pop Chat Happy Hour. We might have to bring that back too. Your Tumblr. Yes, Pop Chat Happy Hour. We needed some tumblers. And just a reminder, we have Zapier Copilot, which you can just dream up a Zap that you have an idea for, something to make your workflow a little bit smoother. And it helps you take the guesswork out of how to build those automations. So if you haven't started your free account and tested out Copilot, now is your chance. You can scan this QR code. And let's jump right into our icebreaker question. I'm curious, what is a brand you could be an influencer for? Which is basically a fun way of asking, what is a brand you love and are super loyal to and would recommend, even if you weren't paid to recommend it, just something that you love so much that you could be an influencer for them. Let us know. What is a brand you love so much? I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not the most loyal person to brands, like, except for airlines, which even then, if there's like something that's a lot cheaper, I might consider it. I'm really a Delta girly by marriage. But I'll try anything. But I would say something that I've started becoming more loyal to is certain cosmetics brands, because I used to just buy the cheapest stuff, and I've realized that it's not great for my skin, and nor does it last. So lately, I've become a Rare Beauty girl from Selena Gomez. Poppy. Ooh, Poppy. So that's your fave of all the prebiotic sodas. I even wear their merch. Amazing. They do have great merch. C's Candies. Amrapali, when I first saw this, I just read Candies. And if you remember Candies from the early 2000s, they had the best ads. The Four Seasons. Ooh, I'm interested in learning about everyone's kind of hotel chain of choice. That is a good one. Not the worst place to stay. The Four Seasons, like if that's your go-to and that's where you go, that's amazing. Fridge Sigs Diet Coke. Is there one on your desk right now, Savannah? Do you wake up with a Diet Coke? I keep buying Adidas, but yeah, H&M. H&M is good. H&M, they even have, don't they have baby clothes now? I think I've seen. I want to try Rare Beauty. It's been amazing. I was not really one to splurge on makeup products until my best friend got me a Sephora gift card. I was like, all right, now is the time. And one time I did get my makeup done at Sephora and they used Rare Beauty on me and I really liked it then. And I was like, I need to get me some of this stuff. One active wear. I've never heard of this one. I've never heard of this one. But it needs to be in your Fashion Fridays, Savannah. Probably some sort of toys and collectible. I have so many, and I know way too much lore. Monique, I did not know this about you. What are some of your collectibles? That is cool. I feel like you've just opened up this box of where we need more information. What kind of lore? But yeah, if you try Rare Beauty on Rapali, let me know. I've been really happy with it. In particular, I really like their lip stains that they have. They last a long time. I will crack open a Diet Coke at 5 a.m. I don't care. I don't care. No shame. No shame here. They are good. And I had a couple during pregnancy. Probably not the best, but you know, a craving is a craving. They had baby clothes at the one in London I went to over Christmas. Isn't that fun visiting your favorite stores like in other cities? I remember I went to H&M in Las Vegas, and at the time, it was like the biggest H&M that they had. Then I think they opened one in Puerto Rico, which I think is bigger. We love mail. I love the mail I have. Amy, that was just so quick-witted. I love you for that. We do love some snail mail around here. I wave to my male woman every time I see her. We're big fans. I always recommend Shocks, formerly Aftershocks, bone conduction. What? Bone conduction headphones. Wear all the time. Customer service is amazing. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, another brand I will influence over is hashtag Barbados. Go enjoy, spend money, and tell them I sent you because I want my commission. What do they sell? It's a brand? Or do you just love the city of Barbados? Because that's funny too. I would gladly go there. All right, let's get into today in pop culture history. You know, the hashtag holidays were for today were really random, aren't they always? But instead, for hashtag holidays today, I wanted to show you what Pop Base shared for International Women's Day last Sunday. How funny is this? Today's International Women's Day, and then they have a picture of Whitney Houston, which we love Whitney Houston in this chat. But this this image symbolizes every woman because, as Whitney has told us in her song, I'm every woman. She is every woman. So this visual, I just love how simple it is, how it takes you a second, how they didn't like over explain it. You have to interpret it yourself. Amazing. Everyone go follow Soapbox. Yes. Let's all become Soapbox influencers. Let's do it. Also, famous birthdays today is Jack Harlow's birthday. He is 28 today. And I went down a little rabbit hole about him today or the other day. You know, he became really popular on TikTok in 2021. He has his song First Class, which is a Fergie sample. Might even be Black Eyed Peas. Is Glamorous just Fergie or is it all Black Eyed Peas? I'm not sure. But I found this interview he did about his verse on Lil Nas X's song Industry Baby, which is when Jack Harlow really blew up. And he said, oh no, this is from the article. Being a big Lil Nas X fan, Jack signed up for Industry Baby without hesitation, but later discovered Nas's team wanted to have his verse for the algorithm. He appealed to Nas to overturn the idea. He said, I don't want to be the 8-bar novelty hip hop feature on this. F the algorithm. Matthew's here. Who is Jack Harlow? He is a hip hop artist. I know. like I said, I had to go down my own rabbit hole and learn more about him. I know he's been in a Super Bowl commercial. What did my voice do just there? Completely random, but are we going to talk about Lisa Rinna joining LinkedIn? No, who is that? See, I might be living under a rock a little bit or just stuck in the 90s here, Amy, but tell me who that is and we can discuss it all the time. I love celebrities on LinkedIn. I think it's so funny that like J-Lo has a LinkedIn. It's not that funny because she just exemplifies hard work, if you ask me. Like J-Lo will hustle for anything. So I normally don't do this, but we're going to jump into question one based on Jack Harlow and uh, his outlook on the algorithm. The closed captions interpreted Little Nas X as Little Nasdaq. That is amazing. That is so funny. Which we need to check on him. I started looking him up yesterday because I know he got arrested and had like a little bit of an episode a couple months ago, and he now is facing felony charges for some things. So yikes, but hope he's mentally okay. So my question for you is, what would you say to a client who wants an algorithm first approach to social? She was just on traders. Maybe that's what I'll do. It's probably not the best use of my time to watch all of traders during my pop chat hiatus, but because this pop chat hiatus is also just like a postpartum decompression over here. So I could use some good TV. Today's Bandle. I have not been doing Bandle, but is it Jack Harlow? Because that would be hilarious. Maybe they do that. Maybe they like theme it to different like celebrity birthdays and things. Anything that might be topical. Have you noticed that, Monique? Is that possible? This hat actually fits really well. So what would you say to a client who wants an algorithm first approach to social? What does this mean? Would you caution them? And what are they really doing if they want to just make content for the algorithm? Joke's going to be on them, right? I think. At least that's what we're supposed to say. The algorithm first approach. It's not ideal. I got to play Bandle and find out. Okay. I sure will. First step from this hiatus. Let's play Bandle. Savannah says, I think I'd ask questions. Good step. Why? What is your goal with this approach? What are your KPIs? So Savannah, do you think that you could be convinced that an algorithm first approach could work? I haven't ruled that out. I've been trying to track a pattern. I have not found one yet on Bandle. Okay, good to know. Yeah, it would probably make it a little too easy. People would start to be onto them. Lisa Rinna was on Days of Our Lives. Oh, was Days of Our Lives Billy, wife of Harry Hamlin from LA Law, much teased about plumped up lips. I'm sure I've seen her. Let me look up a picture of her right now. I think I can picture her face. Okay, yes. So she's joined LinkedIn. What else does she do? Does she have a business? Or is this wow, yeah. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Here's a picture of her on Days of Our Lives for everyone to see. And then here's the lips now. Wow. Wow, you were not joking. I mean, she kind of had, she had big lips then, if we're being honest. Wow. Okay, let's go. Let's get back to the slides here. So yeah, asking questions. What is the purpose and your goal for social? Who are you trying to target? Why is the algorithm more important rather than your voice and message? Yeah, so that is interesting. I'm glad that that's the first thing you all would do is ask questions, because I think the client would appreciate that, and I think it would give you more insight into what, you're asking them what their goals are. And I think it would give you more insight into the right approach, which probably isn't trying to appease the algorithm or game it. Monique says the algorithm is constantly changing, so putting your eggs in baskets that may drop off quickly might not be the best call. Well said. Yeah, I hadn't really thought of that, like trying to game the algorithm, you might think you're doing it right, but again, joke's on us, it's changed. Who's your target audience? What's the outcome you want? Use algorithm first in a way that aligns with the brand message and approach, but do it for a while and use that to drive to owned media. Ooh, Kathy Ann, you are just so smart. Use it to drive to own media. That's really what the goal of social is, right? Not the main goal, but one of them is you want to start converting them to your own channels. I think I'd have to have some questions answered. They might not even mean what they think they do by saying that. Yeah, especially since the algorithm is like such a buzzy term that it's easy to see someone that might need to hire social media help to assume that that's what they should be doing, but they don't really know. Yeah. What I would say is test it if they're really hell bent on, trying to game the algorithm. I don't think that really works out well in the long run. I think we're supposed to say that being human first is what the algorithm wants anyway. If you have content that genuinely speaks to people, like that's going to get rewarded by the algorithm as well. At least in my opinion, and I sure hope so. But we'll see. Keep chiming in on this. We're going to move on to Pop Culture Rewind. This is a fun one. In this week, in the year 1999, Cher used autotune, which was not the first time that it was ever used, but Cher being Cher, she really put it on the map and popularized it and paved the way for the T-Pains of the world, the Kanyes of the world. She, through her song Believe, turned it into a sound that was used in pop culture. It's a feature she chose to exaggerate. Huh. So yeah, I wonder, I'm sure do we think she's had some injections as well? She has big lips already. I don't know how I feel about being old enough to have watched her on Days of Our Lives. It's okay. A-okay. Keep in mind, going back to question one about the algorithm, keep in mind what problem your product or service solves. What do you think the algorithm does to connect you to the people with that problem? Ooh, yeah, I like that, Chris. So it's not just like saying, okay, is the algorithm going to get us likes and engagements? Like, no, how is the algorithm going to help you reach this target person? Cher's the absolute queen. Love her. Oh, we've got to pull up. I wish I could copy and paste this stuff directly from here, but StreamYard, anytime I click this, it just shows up, so I can't copy and paste it. But so a little bit about autotune. It had originally been used to correct a singer's pitch a little bit, like smooth them out a tad, but Cher was the first one to turn it all the way up and to create this robotic sound that we know as autotune. So yeah, that's a little history for you. All right, trending topics for the day. I still can't believe how much this blew up. Is anyone on Threads? Did this blow up on Threads just as well? Because this I saw play out entirely on Twitter. And I even saw a tweet. It was like, now everyone on TikTok is talking about the Donna Kelce renovation, which means it's about to no longer be funny. Someone just started retweeting. Oops, here we go. TMZ's tweet about Donna Kelce's home renovation, her modest Florida home. And people started retweeting it and making fun of it as breaking news. And what I loved was what the Kansas City Chiefs did, because coincidentally, this was the same week that Travis Kelce announced that he's not retiring, that he is. You missed this on Rapali? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've seen a bigger meme in a while. And I'm going to show you some of them, but you can see the Kansas City Chiefs even said that Travis Kelce announcing his return to the NFL was the second biggest Kelce news this week. Sources confirm that Donna Kelce's youngest son is returning to the Chiefs for his 14th season in the NFL. So Donna has surpassed Travis's fame. So funny. I'm obsessed with the Donna Kelce renovation. I want to see the mood board, you know? So we saw some tweets from the Empire State Building. I really wanted to show you like all the funny ones I saw, but I'm just going to keep it brief. So the Empire State Building lit up in honor of Donna Kelce. My Threads algorithm has not shown me her news, completely missed it. See, this is why I'm going to be a Twitter lifer, because I need things to move at the speed of culture, and Threads just isn't doing that. So I'm still hanging out over there. Figma said exclusive look at Donna's bathroom tile design, and has one of their layouts. Chipotle leaked the floor plan, which you can see her bedroom, bath, kitchen, and her Chipotle line. The tweets were so funny. He is retiring in order to pay for the renovation. Yes, people were saying Donna needs some windows, some new doors and windows. That's what she's doing. And then this happened. As the week went on, TMZ shared it again, saying, our breaking story about Donna Kelce's recent home renovations has the internet in shambles. Y'all are truly undefeated. Here are some of the best memes. And Karina Adley McKenzie tweeted, speed of culture. Yeah. I fear you don't get to be in on the joke when you are the joke. Like, is that when it stops being funny? The Threads algorithm is so niche. Yes, every time I'm on Threads, I feel like it's very girl boss. At least my algorithm is, and I'm like, I've been there, done that. Show me the funny memes. You know? Am I right? Is yours like that, Savannah? So I want your opinions on this. When the internet's laughing at you, how should a brand respond? And is it cringe for TMZ to recap all of their memes like that? Let's go back. They compiled all of the memes. When the internet's laughing at you, how should a brand respond? I have some opinions on this, but I, of course, want to hear from you. I think some brands have done it really well, but TMZ, it's a little different. It's a little different because it's a media company, and they were dead serious with that breaking news graphic. The TMZ exclusive. Whoa, you guys, if you order a Pop Chat hat, it has a cute little American flag on it. Made in America, I guess. Lean in if it matches your brand voice. Savannah says, my entire Threads algo is based on whatever TV show I'm currently watching, mixed in with some fitness content. That sounds like a happy place. I like that. Lean in if it matches your brand voice. What do we think? Do we think, yes, I actually have that in my notes, Amy, that I was going to mention that anthropology. Yes, you all are the best. They did it right with their rock displays that they set up in store after that girl pranked her boyfriend. I love the idea of leaning in or doubling down. So do you love or hate that TMZ did that? Hi, LinkedIn user. McDonald's did it so well. Yes, they did. We just discussed this last week. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that. Just happened last week. Please let me know who you are so I can give you a shout out. Amy, same brain. Yes. All three of us, same brain. I literally have it in my notes. Even Anthropology jumped in on the joke, posting their own tongue-in-cheek rock content and staging playful rock displays in stores, turning what could have been mockery into a viral moment on their own channels. It was the best. I think you lean into it, but not just by compiling. Poke fun at yourself. Acknowledge you are the joke at the moment. Yeah. I think what's different for me in this scenario is that TMZ is a media company. So they're reporting the news. Like that's what they do. So they're reporting the news when the news is about them. So I don't know. I don't think I hate it. I do hate the brand voice in the tweet where it's like, y'all are truly undefeated. Like, I don't know. Does TMZ talk like that? I don't like that. But the news is the news, and they're going to report the news, even if they are the news. you know, you know. Okay, so keep chiming in on this if you have thoughts, but we're going to move on to something that makes me very happy as a Miami Heat fan here in South Florida. Bam Adebayo broke the scoring record with 83 points and is now just trailing Wilt Chamberlain's record of 100 points in a single game. Bam Adebayo scored 83 in a game against the Washington Wizards. I don't love the voice. Yeah, me neither. Meh. And I have this side by side because I just love that the Miami Heat knew to take this photo and to do this callback in the locker room. Chris said, might depend on what category you're in. For example, McDonald's hung back and got a shit ton of earned media from everyone ribbing them. McRibbing them, you mean? Yeah, that's true. I've never really seen that. That is such a good point that like because they hung back and let kind of the criticism take its course, they like it's almost like they had an advantage by not chiming in right away, which I rarely see. But now you're making me rethink that. I'm always like, yeah, you should react, you should respond right away if you're McDonald's. But the fact that they hung back, they let it run its course and they could poke fun at themselves even more. So this was cool for Bam. There's also a Google Doodle, which I had to show you the actual tab, of course, because it's just so fun. Did you know you can oh yeah, you can replay it here at the bottom. Woo! And then it has a like button. I don't know if this is how many people have clicked this or how many searches there have been, but I've never seen this before on Chrome or Google. Share this experience. What does that mean? Huh. So yeah, woo, cue the confetti for Bam. Let me get my slides back going. But then speaking of social listening, someone tweeted out, they said, we want number 83 jerseys, please. And sure enough, the Miami Heat said, you asked, we delivered. Shop number 83 in store or online now while supplies last. And I also think they were $83, which is a bargain for an official jersey, from what I understand. So this was really cool. And I loved that, like I said, that the social media manager or whomever was like, oh, we've got to recreate the Wilt photo. So they really were moving quickly to where am I? To get that photo and thinking quickly and swiftly. And my question for you is, what is something nuanced about sports social media versus other industries? What is something nuanced about sports social media versus other industries? Jason, if you like that, you should check out Punch the Monkey Google Doodle. Let's see. I will and I shall while you guys are answering that question. Oh, stop. This is not at all what I expected. I'm so glad his name is Punch. 83 is less than 100, yeah. But enough for the second place record. Wait, now I have to show Punch the Monkey while you guys are answering this question. What is something that's nuanced about sports social media? Jason, when you said Punch the Monkey, I thought it was going to be some like weird animal cruelty thing that I didn't want to see. But his name is Punch. So this is Punch the monkey, and he's being bullied, people were saying. Zoo responds to claim that Punch the monkey is being bullied. Oh, we love him. Jason, where did you get this headline? Because I want your algorithm. Oh, Punch, we love him. Oh, see. Oh, yes, I heard about this monkey. Yes, he's the one that was hugging the orangutan. Yeah, stuffed animal. Oh, anyway, we love Punch. Okay, where'd my slides go? Oh, Lathan's here. Danny's here. Everyone came in. But but 83 is greater than 61. LeBron's record since 2014, and it's greater than 81. Rest in peace, Kobe. Sports social media moves faster than any other. I lived it and can attest. Yes, I was going to ask if you have experience in this. Let us know. Danny, tell us more about that. What sports? I think any serious fandom takes things very personally. A community passionate can go from unifying to toxic very quickly. And yeah, we've kind of seen that with a lot of I mean, we love Kobe Bryant. We love Kobe Bryant. But it's like that passion. Some people have that passion for Kobe so deeply that they're judging Bam and saying that his 83 points are not the same on the same level. And because of some of them were a good majority of them were free throws. And it's like points are points. And I think there was an interview clip where Kobe even said something that records are meant to be broken. So I think Kobe would be congratulating him. Lathan's here. He says, I used to work in sports social media. You have to keep people engaged during a game and in the off season. It is much more difficult to keep engagement on the off season or if your team is bad, like mine were. Oh no. You know what this reminds me of, Lathan, and what I found was just a fascinating case study was just how sports teams kept the momentum during COVID when there were no games being played. Like people got really creative. There were so many cool, like nostalgic things being shared, and it just challenged them to be creative because they didn't have the game. So yeah, I guess that also applies in the off season. They really track their records and they're always on to share updates. Fans really are quick and the teams respond quick too. Yeah, I've heard the schedule. I mean, I can imagine the schedule working in sports social is exhausting. So you have to really love the game. Interest fades real quick. In sports, LeBron, never heard of her. Yeah. Queen James, I suppose. We love Punch. This went viral. Oh, sweet little Punch. Punch has been viral for the past few weeks. We will ride at dawn to save him. Yes, I did see him, but I didn't know they thought he was being bullied, and that's why he was hugging it. It's so cute. I think sports is so active. You get the movement, the competitiveness, the inbuilt community. Go Arsenal. Loads of natural points of content creation, news, player profiles, games to keep your community engaged organically. Kathy Ann, I thought you were a Tottenham fan. What happened? Fan is short for fanatic. They are hungry for content at all hours. The story can change in the blink of an eye. Yes, there is just so much unpredictability. You mentioned sports and COVID, and that time the mascot was the most precious asset. Great source of content. That is, I forgot all about that. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The mascots came out to play. All right, friends. Feel Good Friday. Despite it being Friday the 13th, please share some good news, something you have going on, something fun, a shout out, anything. Sports moves so fast. Team social folks need to use tech so they can post pics and video from moments before fans scoop them up and get the impressions and engagement. Can we also give a shout out to the graphics teams behind sports social? I know we've kind of talked a bit about them and given some flowers to some social pros and graphic artists during the Olympics. But man, you have to churn out graphics and just the templates you probably have to have ready to go for win or lose or this player and that player and getting the photography fast enough. Like that pipeline, I cannot imagine. Oh, that's right. That does ring a bell. When I was covering the Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl that ended in the Malcolm Butler interception, we had to shift our post game strategy, game and story and photo galleries in less than a minute. My gosh, Danny, we need to just have a whole pop chat about that. I need the play by play, no pun intended. No pun intended. Also, Danny, you might appreciate one of my podcast episodes I did with the team that works the social at Gillette Stadium. That was one of my favorite episodes, actually. NBA uses a thing that captures and preps social to go out based on fan cheering noise. What? Super cool. You know what I actually learned in that interview with the social pros at the Pats or the Gillette Stadium? They said that social engagement actually goes down. I mean, it makes sense, goes down in cold weather. I had never thought about that as a Floridian. Like you might have all of these, things on the jumbotron and things that you want them to engage with, but their hands are freezing. Or they're wearing gloves, and you know, it's it's no wonder that their engagement would go down. That's really sad. Kyle's finally here. Hello, hello. So glad you made it because this is going to be the last pop chat for some time. Self-Care Friday. I have a massage and facial scheduled for today. Awesome. Yes, the graphics team need all the applause. Who is my favorite LinkedIn user here? I'm back after a long time. No. Who is it? Thank you for joining. Are you guys ready for the pop quiz and the Zapier merch? I think it's kind of an easy one. And Jason's here, so Chris spent the morning making all natural dog biscuits with the STARS students at the North Florida School for Special Ed. Coolest thing ever. Oh, please share that on LinkedIn if you can, Chris. I would love to see pictures and hear more about it and how that came to be and just everything. That is really special. What a beautiful Friday. Yes, Cassie Epstein. That's who I interviewed. She's no longer doing social at Gillette. Yeah, I saw that. For good news, my favorite bikini bodybuilding competitor placed second in the Arnold last weekend. That is epic. Congrats to her. Okay. Pop quiz to win some Zapier merch. I actually changed this question at the last minute because I thought I made it even harder, but I think I'll sit the trivia out. Jason, you won't be sitting this out actually because I'm going to show you something. Pop quiz. Let's get ready. Dog biscuits making me hungry. What is Travis and Jason Kelce's dad's name? Wait, his name's not Jason. Is it Jason Kelce? Why am I blanking? The brother's Jason, right? What's the dad's name? Yes, it is Jason Kelce. Okay, I had just went over my head for a second. What is their dad's name? Donna got her moment. But what is their dad's name? Because he's actually been in the spotlight a little bit. Jason Kelce. What is their dad's name? Anyone know? Jason is sitting this one out because he already won in another timeline. Dad. Daddy Kelce. You know what? I actually heard that their Mr. Kelce, Daddy Zaddy. I actually heard that their last name is truly Kels. It's pronounced Kels, but that it's been mispronounced Kelsey so long that they just go with it. Oh my goodness. John, David, Matthew. You know, Amy, I can't. You've already won, haven't you? You've already won. I win. Noah gets it. It is Daddy. Yes, but Daddy Kelce got sick of fixing it. Crazy. Papa K, Paul, Kevin, Jacob. You're sure to hit on it. Oh, I was supposed to put this up while you guys were thinking and putting your questions, but speaking of Jason, I found this on my desktop the other day from Pop Chat Happy Hour quite a few years ago. This is not a Zoom background. Jason actually joined Pop Chat Happy Hour from Mount Rushmore, which was like one of the coolest things. I think everyone that got it right, which the answer is Ed Kelsey. I think everyone who got it right has already won. So maybe I will put my backup question. What city is Donna Kelce's modest Florida home? I feel like everyone here has won Zapier merch. We're going to figure it out. We're going to find someone to give it to. Woo, you're going to win some Zapier merch. And if you've gotten your merch, thank you to those of you who have posted about it and shared it. Drove all the way just for that background. Yeah, how iconic is this? What the best part was that we didn't notice. And then someone was just like, wait, is Jason at Mount Rushmore right now? That was the best. The city of Florida. He deserves to win all the quizzes just for that. That was like such a highlight. Like I said, I found this on my desktop. Jacksonville. Where is Donna Kelce's modest Florida home? The sweater is so soft. You know what, Savannah? Just because you really want it, we are going to all just agree that Savannah is the winner of the merch today. Who are you, LinkedIn user? Did I miss it? And you're international? Oh, wait, here I am. Where am I? Sorry. Yes, it is in Orlando, and Monique has already won. And so has Chris. So Savannah, you are today's winner. You're going to get yourself a sweatshirt and a hat. Oh, this hat. I don't think I have two of them, actually. Yeah, this one I did not adjust yet. But it's coming at you. Complete guess. Yeah, it's in Orlando, Florida, where I used to live, where I went to college. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Zapier, our friends, have a question for you. What's your life hack stack? The tools that save your sanity daily. Yay! You'll have to put it in one of your Fashion Fit Fridays, your Zapier sweatshirt. What's your life hack stack? The tools that save your sanity daily. For me, that was a wild guess. Yes, it's in Orlando in a little town called Baldwin Park, which is beautiful. This reminds me of when I won a CD for having the lowest score at the bowling alley. What CD? Shreyas! Yay! Aw, Shreyas, amazing. Noah, I think we're sending you stuff anyway, because last week you were tied and Yukthi said she was going to hook it up. So we'll see how it goes. Finch, what's Finch? What is Finch? Oh, this is the answer to your question. Got it. What is it? Do I need it? Daddy Kelce is the right answer. Finch, what is it? I need to know right now, so I'm going to Google it. I'm just going to get bird content. Finch app. Oh, actually, no, their SEO is Finch, your new self-care best friend. Self-care? Sorry, I don't know her. Take care of your pet by taking care of yourself. What? I need to hear this in your own words, Amy. I became a Notion girly this year, and that has really saved my sanity. My husband probably doesn't like it because one of my things on Notion is I have like a to-do list of all the stuff I need him to do around the house. I have a honey-do list. It's a self-care app. I use Finch for everything. Add me on Finch. You guys. Last week we also talked about a Zap that can really help you with self-care, how you can anytime you save wellness content with like a tip or something that you want to try, Zapier can send you a reminder and you can schedule it. Can someone share a life hack to get out of bed when my alarm sounds and not doom scroll on TikTok? Ooh, ooh. Starting your day with that? Yeah, that sounds rough. I mean, I get it. I do this before bed, but in the morning, ooh, you just got to let your feet hit the floor. That's the life hack. Coffee, simple, but I don't know what I'd do without the my notes app. Same MapQuest, still using that for sure. So I was looking up MapQuest literally last night. I swear, I have a picture of it right now on my desktop. Their website homepage. So funny. I'd be lost without it. Why was that not their tagline? I have it right in front of me. Their tagline was explore the world with the #1 consumer travel site. But I like your copy better, Noah. Oh my gosh. Okay, this makes sense. You get a little bird and you take care of it by taking care of yourself. That is the sweetest thing. Zapier or Zapier. It is Zapier pronounced like happier. So just want to remind you all that Copilot is your best friend. Use it to help build your automations, anything that you can think of. This slide is really just reinforcing that we all have things that we can do we all have workflows and daily lives that are busy and hectic, and it is an opportunity to save time and make your life a little bit easier if you use Zap and use Copilot to help you build those automations. So my suggestion for you, Kathy Ann, there might be a Zap for that. There might be a Zap that prevents you from opening TikTok from the hours of, 6 to 9 a.m. Who knows? First alarm, I wake up to read. Second alarm, to get out of bed. I use Notion for keeping all my wine tasting notes. We're going to need to see that. We're going to need a template. Amazing. All right, friends. Lastly, let's wrap up with some industry news. And this is a callback. So Finch is a modern version of a Tamagotchi, I guess. Yeah, but there's more in it for you. That's amazing. My favorite MapQuest story, we were driving to Virginia with printed MapQuest directions because the 90s, and they flew out the window. No. Was that your fault, Danny? Were you the navigator? Were you holding the we had to stop at a rest station and actually navigate via a real map. Oh, I would have loved to see that. Okay. This is a callback to our icebreaker question when I asked you what brand you think you could be an influencer for. Maybe it's Hidden Valley. Maybe you love ranch. You can get paid to be one of their ranch ambassadors. This is your calling. This is your calling. You could be a ranch ambassador. Hidden Valley is hiring fans to be ranch ambassadors. I also have that page built, that tab up. Share this tab. Here's how it works, folks. Let's pull this up. Spread the flavor of America. I've been using Be Present to keep me from wasting so much time scrolling and staring at the phone. Ooh, that's an app? Or is that just something you tell yourself? I need a brick for sure. 100% my phone. So with Hidden Valley, share your ranch obsession with the world and get paid doing it. We're hiring our first ever ranch ambassadors, and they're sending you to Europe for an all expense paid summer trip, spreading the flavor of America as you both capture scroll stopping content. Ooh, will you drizzle ranch on pizzas in Italy or dunk fish and chips in London? The world is your dipping cup. Please don't go to Italy and do that. Please don't. Even as an American who is Italian, I'm not allowed to do that. Fetch me my ranch dressing hose. I don't know that episode, but that's hilarious. Kyle says screen time limits to get me off of social after 5 p.m. That is a good cutoff. I should do that. And to cut out anyone except immediate family and close friends from contacting me. I won't see work messages or email until the next day at 9 a.m. That's a good, I bet your mind is very clear. Maybe you put on some vinyl records and just cook dinner during that moment, that time period. That's amazing. Tamagotchi. Now I wonder if anyone anywhere has a Tamagotchi that's still alive. Batteries had to die at some point. These ambassador roles are always fun, but it feels like a sweepstakes. I would love to see these be offered via a traditional interview process. The resume and cover letters submitted would be the content in itself. That's an amazing point, Lathan, because I think it also cheapens the idea of influencers actually being influential to they've kind of positioned it as a sweepstakes and not a real role, because influencers, I think we need to reframe how we think of them. They're actually like consultants in a way. Like they're here to help you solve a problem. You're borrowing their brain power. Be Present is an app like Freedom, but a little more affordable. Interesting. Random, but Ranch gifted Alex Cooper, Collar Daddy, a Ranch hoodie, and it was low-key awesome. Was it Hidden Valley? I want to see that. I just love when Hidden Valley went viral for the seemingly Ranch Taylor Swift meme. But let me get the last question here. Share this tab. What are we doing, Hidden Valley? What goals is Hidden Valley trying to hit, or what goal, you can give me one, trying to hit by sending super fans across Europe? What are we doing? What is the goal? Are we trying to make ranch like an international delicacy? What are we working on? Guys, I'm getting really sad. If you're just joining, or if you missed the beginning, this is our last pop chat until I figure out where my desk is. I'm literally getting rid of this desk, probably getting a new computer. I think I'm going to get a MacBook Pro and a different monitor. It was Hidden Valley. Yes, she posted it on her Insta stories. Amazing. Cover letter for a job? No. Cover letter for ranch dressing? Check. I will be in the UK in May. Amazing. This is your calling, maybe, Amrapali. Enter a new market. Is this the way to do it? Can 2 lone influencers do it by traveling across the globe? Can their reach be enough? Market penetration. Kathy Ann, you might see them in Scotland. Bring the brand to new markets. I know, I'm getting sad. But like I said, I'm going to come back with a lot of different enhancements, I think, to Pop Chat. For one, I'm going to get a calendar invite that you all can subscribe to. The annoying thing is that this link has to change every week because LinkedIn changes it. So I'm going to figure out, or I have kind of figured out in my head, how to get you guys Pop Chat on your calendar, and then I'll just update the link each week. So when we're back, it's amazing. Got rid of my iMac and got a MacBook Pro. I felt so restricted with the desktop. Yeah, I have the 27-inch right now, and it's so heavy. And I don't have a second monitor, which is just silly. So yeah, Kyle, I want to hear more about that. Maybe they're trying to normalize ranch in Europe since it's such an American stereotype. Yeah, so what are we going to put it on in Europe? They said pizza. I don't know. I think they get thrown out. We're in the UK. Oh, yes. Using my MacBook Pro for Pop Chat. I do have a MacBook Pro already, but I feel like I need a renewed, I'm already losing my precious Office. My MacBook Pro is 8 years old. They last forever, don't they? So I want to get a new one and just come back better than ever for our next pop chat. So stay tuned. I will be back. Hold me accountable. Um, keep in touch. I'm still going to be on LinkedIn posting random stuff. But I want to thank Zapier for being our chat sponsor for the last 12 weeks. They spent a whole quarter with us. So thank you, Zapier. Everyone, please show them some love. Yes, there probably is a Zap for that. What a fitting way to end. I hope you all. Oh, Anna's here. So thank you all for checking it out, for trying it. I hope you all have gotten your merch. Savannah, we will get that to you as well. But they've been such an amazing partner, and it was just so funny how this all came to be with Baby Zap, my son. They've been an amazing partner. So thank you, Zapier, and hopefully we'll come back with with Zapier and more sponsors to come. Goals for Hidden Valley might be to identify new markets. It feels like it's going to end up ugly Americanizing their brand across the continent. Yeah, we'll see. Thank you, Zapier. We love you. London for a few days for graduation, and maybe either Cotswold or going up to Scotland. This is exciting. I'm going to be in Germany for Oktoberfest. Zapier rules. Thank you, Zap. It's been so fun. Thank all of you. Like I said, please don't let me fall off the map quest. Word of the day. If you're just joining in, Anna, we talked about MapQuest. Yes, Fashion Friday incoming with my new sweatshirt. It's coming in hot. Thank you, Baby Zap, for the partnership. Yeah, I should just, it's Zapier really was seeding his college fund. So to be continued. Thank you all. I will be joining you next time from who knows where, maybe Mount Rushmore. That's where I'll set up my desk next time. So everyone have an amazing weekend. I will be in touch, just not via live stream for a bit. And we'll be back soon. Thank you. Thank you, Zapier. Bye, friends.